I need to make money fast. How do I do it? I'm going to share with you the simple technique I've personally used to generate thousands of dollars quickly in profit 100% remotely from literally anywhere in the world. If it's the first time you and I meet and you're wondering why you should be listening to me, my name is Fred, and so far I've made thousands of dollars in profit per day online by the age of 22, and you haven't, so that's why. By the way, if you want to learn from me, you want me to show you everything I've done step by step to make thousands of dollars in profit per day, click the link in the description below, apply for a free consultation call with me, and if we're a good fit, you'll get the chance to join my premium mentorship program, where I teach you all of my strategies. The most important thing you need to understand if you want to make more money fast is that choosing the right vehicle to reach that goal, so in this case, choosing the right business model, is the most crucial step. Look, I don't care how hardworking you are, how smart, or how talented you are or aren't. If you don't pick the right business model from the start, without realizing it, you're shooting yourself in the foot and annihilating your chance for success. 99% of people will never earn more than a few dollars here and there online. And in reality, if you want to be in the top 1% of online money makers, you only really need to make $1 in profit, since most people say they're committed and willing to do whatever it takes to become financially free, yet they never actually get started or stick to anything long enough to see results. So all they do is lose money and time on the wrong things. The reason I'm telling you this, and the reason this matters, is because wise men learn from their own mistakes, but men who are even wiser learn from the mistakes of others. Why would you make all the mistakes yourself when you could just shortcut the process and learn from the ones who came before you? That's what I call being smart. I mean, you have to realize the only reason nowadays we're able to see people becoming millionaires in their early 20s on social media is because learning, building, and testing ideas has never been easier than it is right now. And in 2025, we also have access to massive distribution channels, aka social media, which makes it very, very easy to reach your ideal target customers for cheap, even for free. I used to believe the lie of the hustle culture, which is that if I wanted to be successful and make lots of money, what we call fuck you money, then I needed to work extremely hard every single waking hour and cut back on sleep so I could work some more. I'd never get to rest really. Only then I might finally be deserving of some success. And look, I've pretty much tried everything. I've tried working just 4 hours a week. I've tried working 1 day a week. I've tried working every day, but only mornings. I've tried working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And now looking back, I can tell you for a fact that just because you work long hours doesn't mean that you will be more successful or that you will necessarily reach your goals quicker. Because what matters 1,000 times more than how long or how hard you work is what you do and how you use your limited time and energy as efficiently as you can. So don't fall for the same trap I did. Don't believe that just because you work insanely hard, you'll be more deserving of success and life will reward you more for it. I mean, if you're honest with me, but most importantly with yourself, you know this to be true. If you're like me, then you too probably grew up in the middle class or even in the lower class and you suffered because of it. You saw your parents working hard, working long hours, breaking their backs, only to be treated like commodities by their superiors at work. All so they could provide for their family a decent life, an okay life, not even a great life. So you know for a fact that hard work alone doesn't guarantee success at all. Otherwise, believe me, a ton more people would be extremely rich as we're speaking. Hard work is in reality the trap that keeps us poor. I really had to reprogram my mind to get myself to stop thinking that I needed to work literally all of the time. I'll be honest with you, whenever I'd do something non-work related, I'd start feeling very bad. I'd feel extremely guilty, so I'd never enjoy anything I was ever doing outside of work. And the people around me could clearly feel it too. So not only did it lower the quality of my work, because I never gave my brain any time to let go, but it also made my relationships worse because I was never present mentally, even though I was there physically. This belief that we need to always work and be like machines, it comes from the traditional school system. All during our childhood and teenage years, they've essentially groomed us to become a good worker and taxpayer whose only role in life is to work, produce, make the boss richer and the state richer by paying an obscene amount of taxes. When you understand that, you realize Your life is not your own. Really get this through your head, bro. Freedom isn't something we're born with. It's something we fight for. If we want to make more money and break free from the rat race, then we need to find a way to dissociate our income from our time. But the sad truth is, most people are too stupid to spot good opportunities and good business models, and instead, they prefer to head towards what's currently trending or what's currently popular. Which, if you know anything about investing or wealth creation in general, you know it's a very, very dumb idea. Most people are stuck with BS dropshipping or affiliate marketing instead of selling things like online courses. Not every business model is equal. I mean, I don't know how many times I'll have to say this again and again and again on my channel because people don't get it. Like even people who watch my videos, they come to me for help and sometimes they tell me, oh, I want to do e-commerce. Like, dude, you don't understand what I'm saying in my videos if you really want to do e-commerce. Like, yes, that can be a long-term goal, you know, to build your clothing brand, your drinks brand, whatever. But if you're a newbie in business, you've never made like at least $1 million in profit in business, and you're trying to go for like e-commerce, you're stupid, really. There's no other way of saying it. First, pick an easier business model like selling online courses or high-ticket programs. Make $1 million with that, and then you've graduated in the online business world. And now, if you want to go into more difficult business models, like for example, building a software company or doing e-commerce, that kind of stuff, then now you can. And also, you've got the startup capital to do it. If you think you're gonna succeed in e-commerce and you've got $1,000 or even less, you are delusional. You're never gonna make it. Look, one of the first businesses I tried, it was dropshipping. So with my best friend, we found a quote-unquote winning product, which basically meant a cool, a trendy product. We copied it, and then we built a Shopify store, we sold the product, etc. I literally took the pictures they had on AliExpress and Wish, like any of the pictures and videos I could find of the product. I made some quick Facebook ads, and it's kind of crazy because we got our first sale. For $50, we sold a flat squeeze mop within only 30 minutes of launching the ad campaign. Now, obviously, it would have been too good to be true if we kept making money. We just ended up losing a ton of money, even though it looked like we had a quick success. But that's because these businesses, they're not beginner friendly. Yet people fall for them every single time. And then something that a lot of people don't get is that the business model you choose needs to be aligned with the lifestyle you want. For example, with dropshipping and e-commerce, you're gonna have to deal with so many customers, like customer service issues. You're gonna have to deal with people buying the wrong size or the wrong color because they were too much of a retard to click on the right button when checking out. You're gonna have to deal with people who want to get a refund and they want to keep the product. You're gonna have to deal with the ad accounts being shut down all the time. I've dealt with all of these things. It's not fun. Now, either way, regardless of which business model you choose to go for, yes, to be perfectly honest with you, you're going to have to face some difficult shit that you don't want to face, regardless of the business model you pick. But some business models are much better. They're worth your time a lot more. Some business models require a lot less time and a lot less startup capital than others. For example, selling online courses or high-ticket programs, it prints money. And I love it, that's why I do it. Because if you seriously believe in 2025, you're gonna get rich by selling the same shitty dropshipping product as everybody else, like you're gonna resell a lamp or a fidget spinner or any kind of cool product on your store for 10 times the price than what it's sold on like Amazon and AliExpress, you're gonna lose. Amazon's got 1 billion times the budget than you do. Why would the customer go and buy your shitty product on your store for 10 times the price and the delivery is twice as long when they can get it for much cheaper on Amazon and they can even have same-day delivery? You're not gonna win. E-commerce can be a very profitable business, but it's not a beginner-friendly business model. Really understand this. Instead, when you sell online courses and high-ticket programs, profits are very high, between 80% all the way up to 95%, depending on how you sell it and how new you are to this. Like if you hire people or if you do everything yourself. If you run this as a one-person business model. If you want to learn more about this specific business model, I invite you to check out the resources in the description below. Now, something that people don't get is that by trying to make money super quickly, you might just end up making no money at all. And the reason this happens is because people aren't careful. I see so many people wanting to go from 0 to 100k per month in like 3 months of starting, and they've never ever succeeded at anything in business. Like that's a bit delusional. And I know it's not easy to know what's real and what's not, what can be achieved, what can't be achieved, when all day long on social media, You see these videos like day in the life of a 20-year-old multi-millionaire in Dubai kind of stuff, but you've got to realize everything takes time. I sincerely believe you can have everything that you want. I mean, I've helped some people go from zero to $10,000 a month in profit in only 90 days. It's insane. Most people never even get there in like 50 years of working a regular career. And I've literally helped some people make that in like 90 days. And that's consistent income. It's not a one-time fluke. So I sincerely believe you can have whatever you want in life. However, it's not always going to be like super quick. Day one, you've got zero, and day two, you've got 100K just like that. Of course not. That'd be too easy. But the issue is, if you're just focusing on, oh, I want to make more money. I need to make more money. Okay, that's good, but you're going to fall for one of the worst traps ever. It's a trap I fell for when I just got started in the world of online business. We call it shiny object syndrome. So what's shiny object syndrome? Shiny object syndrome is when people can't focus on one thing. Let's say they say, oh, I'm going to do e-commerce, but then they go and they do affiliate marketing, but then they can't even stick to affiliate marketing either, so now they try to sell bullshit ebooks made by AI on Instagram and they've got 0 followers, and they think they're going to make a killing doing this. So it's not that these business models don't work. You can make a killing selling ebooks on Instagram, you can make a killing in e-commerce, you can make a killing selling online courses. However, when you do make a killing and you make a ton of money with one of these business models, that's the point. That's because you're only focusing on one of these business models, not on the 3 of them at the same time. You only have a limited amount of energy every single day. If you try to just do everything, especially alone, it's never going to work out. So pick one thing and stick with it for at least 6 to 12 months. And you're not allowed to quit. You have to do an unreasonable amount of work on that business model before you ever allow yourself to quit. Most people I see complain about being broke and not making enough, living paycheck to paycheck, hating their lives, but they're not even willing to get started. Or if they do, they're just lying to themselves. They try for 1 week and then they just quit automatically, just like that. They don't really value what they're doing. They don't really value their goals. And that's why they never achieve anything. And then the worst part is they blame the rest of the world for their lack of success. And then they go on social media and they say, oh, well, courses and all this stuff and online business is a scam. The funny thing is I've seen plenty of people like that. I've spoken to some of them. And guess what they all have in common? They're always fucking broke. What a coincidence. So if you're sick and tired of wasting years of your life and tens of thousands of dollars stuck in inaction or stuck investing in the wrong opportunities, click the link in the description below. You can apply to be mentored by me directly. If we're a good fit, you'll get the chance to join my premium mentorship program where I'm going to teach you everything I'm doing step by step, like the whole strategy that's made me thousands of dollars in profit per day and that I've also taught to others to go from 0 to 10K per month in 90 days. Now it's an outlier, that's not guaranteed. Most people don't do the work, most people never go anywhere. But if you know you're committed to making a change and you know you want a better life than the cookie cutter 9-to-5 path, check out the resources in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.